Okay, what I'm doing, I'm playing an old classic song. It's called Last Kiss. I think it's from the 60s. Reason I'm choosing this song is because it's a simple song. It also basically has a 1-4-5 progression. And because it has a 1-4-5 progression, it also has that relative minor. So the relative minor for E major is C sharp minor. Now if I'm in E, here's an E note. In order to find, okay, it's an E major. If I want to find E major's relative minor, go down 3 half steps, C sharp. So I got to make the minor form. And this is good to know because if you're playing a song in the key of E, well, I can take a pentatonic scale with an extension or without an extension, and I can apply that to this song. So the 1-4-5 would be E, A, B, but you're playing the E, C sharp minor, the relative minor, then the 4, and then the 5. Well, what I was doing, I was playing right here in C sharp minor. Just a quick review. Here's the extension. If you're not really sure what these scales are, check out some of my videos. How to play the blues, how to play a blues scale, how to play a blues scale with the extension. So I'm assuming that a lot of you know that at this point in time. And I'm making this video in response to a viewer who is very interested in knowing how to apply this. And these are just fairly important to know. But if I wanted to play in E, I could play E pentatonic right there at the open, or way up here, E to a C sharp minor, to an A, to a B. I already played that pentatonic in C sharp minor. Now I can play it in E. Just a demonstration. I can even go back to I can even go back and forth in between those two pentatonic scales. Now, might be a little somewhat shocking sounding, but it's really going to go really smoothly. I'm going to give you another demonstration here. We're going to be in the key of A now, but I'm going to play the exact same thing. Just a song that's going to use the 1-4-5, the 1, then the relative minor. So I'm going to play it in A, F sharp minor, then D, then E. Well, if I'm in the key of A, okay, remember, an A major chord, I don't care if you're picking an A major chord right here, right here, right here. Just find that A note and go down this way, okay? 3 half steps. Well, that's an F sharp. So if I'm in A, the relative minor is F sharp. So if that song is in the key of A, how do you tell what key the song's in? Well, you'll figure it out. And then, not in all cases, but in many cases, if the song starts out with that chord, whatever chord it is, majority of the time, not always, once again, it's going to be, that song is going to be in that key. So we're in A, F sharp minor, okay, then D. This is our progression in E. So once again, that's the A, that's the 1. The minor is F sharp minor. The 4 and is the D, and the 5 is the E. Well, this is a formula on how they wrote songs a lot in the 50s, okay? And that's the foundation of rock and roll, blues, and all that stuff. It's all building around that. I know today modern music, it's getting a little bit more complicated. They have more movements and stuff. They have more than the basic parts of the song, which is like a verse, couple verses, chorus in the middle eight. Now they have pre-choruses and all sorts of different things. And you look at some of this progressive music, it's really, you know, complicated. But if you're like me, you know, a little bit more old school and you like that stuff, because old school stuff is timeless, and, you know, but that's what I prefer. So I'm with an A, F sharp minor, D, and E. So what am I going to be able to play those? A lead in? Well, if I start in A, I'm going to play the pentatonic in A. You don't have to start on that first note. You can start on the octave. Sometimes playing less notes is more. So if I play, starting out on the 4th string, 7th fret with my 3rd finger, moving to the 3rd string, 5th and 7th frets, a couple of hammer-on pull-offs, going back to that A, up to the extension, boom, bump, bump, F sharp minor, D, E, just all right there in the extension. You can, if you know this scale, the blues scale with the extension, a lot of blues guys, a lot of players, you just think they spend a lot of time just in that part of the scale, because in the blues scale, the pentatonic scale, you're playing just 5 different notes. You're not playing, you know, 7 different notes, which is what you usually have, whether it's a major or a minor scale. I'm just dealing with minor scales right now. I'm not dealing with any major scales. So where else can you play that lead? Well, if you remember that the relative minor to A is F sharp minor, remember, get to that A note and go down 3 half steps. So now I can either play it here, or I have an F sharp minor, or I can play it on the 14th fret because it's a little higher. So I'll play the A to an F sharp minor, to a D, arpeggiate a little bit to the E, so I'm playing it slower. I'm just using notes. I can pull off just 3 notes right there. You know, I'm up on the 3rd string, 16th fret, with my 3rd finger going to the 14th fret, back into the 16th fret in the 4th string. This time I'm just using the blues scale without the extension. So we can get an idea of what I'm doing here. But that's basically it. That's how you can play a lead to any song. Just any song, basically. You know, might be some minor exceptions, but for the 99% of them, you're going to be able to play knowing the pentatonic scales, and especially if you know what key the song is in. And then you use the relative minor as well. The relative minor for no matter where you're at. So I've given you a song that's in the key of E, a song that's in the key of A. Real fast, we'll pick C. C is so simple. I'm in C major, right? I'm assuming that you know that when I have these songs, that's an E major, that's an E. And the one in A was A major, so you're starting in a C major, okay? Well, here's the C note. If I want to find the relative minor to C, go down 3 half steps. So C, A minor, C's the 1, the relative minor is the A minor, to the 4 is the F, the G, because C is the 1, I'm going to the A minor, C, D, E, F, F is the 4, and the G is the 5. Just boom, simple stuff. Bends. If I want to play C major, that's where that song is in C major, A minor, F, and G. So I can play the lead in A minor. Use the extension if you like. Well, there's 3 examples. I hope that's helpful for you guys who are struggling, to, how to play a lead. You got to learn these scales. I don't know why people say you don't have to learn scales, but you got to learn some scales. You don't have to learn them all. Learn these scales, these pentatonic scales. They're very simple. 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. That's the fingering I'm using. 1, 4, 1, 4. That's a minor scale, blues scale. There's the extension. Learn that scale. Be able to know what the notes are, okay? At least on the 6th and 5th string, so you know what key you're going to be playing in, especially if you know your bar chords. So I hope that was helpful. If you like this video and you want to see more, please check out my other videos. And if you haven't, subscribed to me yet, please subscribe and like the video and just keep playing and have fun.